Hi everyone, in this demo we'll create a DynamoDB table with CloudFormation. In AWS CloudFormation, first you need to create a template file, in this case a .yaml, and that file will actually create the stack in two parts, and then from there we'll modify using change sets. So this is the resources. As you can see, the properties include the table name, attributes, which you can also change the schema. In this case, the key type is hash. We go down time to live specification. It's enabled to true. And then also provision throughput. Read and write capacities are set to 5. And there's a depends on YAML statement, depends on the query policy. So this is DynamoDB query policy. So it's an IAM policy, which means the stack will not create. It's depending on this section here to create first before creating the second half of the stack. So here are the roles: orders table query role, and this is our IAM role, which was security token service, STS role, which is temporarily. So here we're in the console, US East 1, let's go to CloudFormation, and let's go ahead and create stack. Click on that. Here are the prerequisites. You can choose an existing template, use a sample template, and build from Infrastructure Composer. So here we're choosing an existing template. We'll specify the template source. Amazon S3 URL, sync from Git, and we're going to upload a template file, which I'll include in the description. So let's upload this .yaml file. Okay, and that's the S3 URL. And you can view this in the Composer. So just to give you a visual, this is a simple stack, so it's not a lot to it. You have two main components, resources, so that's our DynamoDB orders table, and then the standard component. But here's the same .yaml template that we've uploaded. Roles, order query table, STS assume role, and then that's the orders table query role. So the query role in DynamoDB policy, query policy. So continue, we're putting the template in this existing bucket. Let's go ahead and confirm. Okay, let's continue to create the stack. So creating the stack from that .yaml template. We'll specify the stack details. Let's give it a name. We'll call it DynamoDB demo. And you can set parameters, but for this demo, we'll set no parameters. Okay, let's configure the stack. There you can add tags, which is optional. Permissions. You can actually specify an IAM role that CloudFormation can assume. But because this user already has admin privileges, we don't necessarily need to create or specify an IAM role. Okay. So let's see. So next you also have stack failure options. The behavioral provisioning failure. So in the order that the stack is created. Here you can see the option is to roll back all stack resources. And it's kind of like a snapshot, and then preserve successfully. So delete newly created resources during a rollback. Here we're going to use the deletion policy. And the second option is delete all newly created resources. So with the deletion policy, it retains. And the stack policy, we're going to so the stack policy is a JSON document that defines the update actions that can be performed or designated on designated resources. So we're gonna, okay, just get out of that. This is the rollback configuration, monitoring time, CloudWatch alarms. These are additional options. Notification options, you can send an SNS, add and create a topic. And the stack creation options, which big one is the termination protection. So this provides the stack from being accidentally deleted. We have that deactivated, but for large complex stacks, you will want that enabled. So here, let's go ahead and acknowledge that CloudFormation will create IAM resources. Next. Okay, and this is a review before we create. Yep. DynamoDB, no parameters, no tags. Scroll down and hit submit. Okay. So now the creation is in progress. Okay, let's refresh. Let's close that out. Give us more space. So based on the .yaml template, remember the depends on statement. So in this case, it was creating the IAM resources before the orders table. Query role, DynamoDB query policy, and the stack is complete. The creation is complete. Okay, so let's go to the DynamoDB tab, open this in a new tab. Okay, if we click on tables, and you can see our authors tables created in prod, and then the read and write capacity provision throughput was 5 and 5. That was specified in the .yaml template. Okay, so if we modify, make adjustments in the provision throughput, let's change it from 5 to 15. Let's go ahead and save that. Okay, let's go back into CloudFormation, and in the stack actions, just click on create chain set. And what we're going to want to do is replace the existing template, but you can use an existing template, replace, and also edit the infrastructure composure, but we're going to replace. So click on that. We're going to upload the template file, which is the same DynamoDB template.yaml. So let's upload that. Scroll down, let's click on next. Okay, specify stack details, next. Thing looks good. Acknowledge. Next. And let's submit. Let's create it. Okay, so it's creating. You can see it's pending. Let's refresh. Creation complete. And here you can see the action was modify the orders table, right? Resource type is DynamoDB Table. And authors table prod. That's the physical ID. Let's look at the template. See if we made changes. Author. Yep, so the provision throughput, the read capacity changed from 5 to 15, and the write capacity stayed the same to 5. So you can see there, enabled set to true. And let's look at the JSON changes. Here, if we scroll down, you can see the before value was 5, so that updated, and after value is 15, so that updated. Attribute change type is modified. Okay. So let's go ahead and execute change that. Rollback resources, yes. And use the deletion policy, yes. So click on execute change set and give it a little time. So it's updating. Update in progress. So it's updated in the same order that the initial stack was created, pulling from the .yaml file with the depends on statement. Okay, so the update is complete. So let's go back into DynamoDB and let's view the changes. We'll refresh. Authors table, production. Let's see our provision throughput. Yep, updated from 5 to 15. Write capacity stays the same, set to 5. But the read capacity mode updated to 15, as we can see here in the DynamoDB table. So in terms of creating the CloudFormation stack from the template, that's pretty much it. Now let's go ahead and delete resources. So we're in the stack, DynamoDB stack, and just click delete. Refresh, you can see the deletion is in progress. And also, if you're working on a large complex project with a lot of resources in the stack, you definitely want that delete protection enabled. Okay, so let's go into DynamoDB, refresh. You can see that the stack deleted the DynamoDB table. Okay, that's empty. And you can see the CloudFormation stack has also been deleted. Well, that's this demo. Thanks for watching.